Morning guys, finally we are with the man that a lot of people unfortunately love to hate and a lot of people love, Mr. Bong Nebrija. Mr. or Colonel or Captain?
Well, Bong Nebrija is fine. I do not go by the title. They're just calling me Colonel and Mr. Well, I'm a retired officer, so that's why they call me Colonel. I served in the Navy for 20 years.
For 20 years? Huh?
Yes.
So that's a lot. You're a PMA, right?
Yes, I graduated in 1991, some BC class of 1991.
Okay. So what made you switch from military service to the MMDA or traffic management of all things?
This is really by accident. This is not by choice. I got into MMDA because of my niece, Julia Nebrija, who is an urban planner and was appointed by PRRD as Assistant Secretary for Operations of MMDA. Actually, she was eyeing the planning department, Assistant Secretary for Planning, but the one that was given to her was Operations. Then again, so she got me into MMDA as her consultant because her assignment was her first time in government service. So that's how I got in. But unfortunately, when I got in, I really did not serve under her because General Manager Team or Boss then, USEC Team or Boss, assigned me to operations, particularly the Task Force Special Operations, which I headed for 2 years.
Actually, yeah, Task Force. I think you made your name with Special Operations. So
well, I don't know. My name got into the limelight not only because of our nonsense enforcement, right? The people who's been used to their thing on the roads, right? Illegal parking, vending anywhere. So we started clearing all these obstructions. I remember, Vince, when I first started with, when they gave me this position, I was really caught by surprise.
Why?
So the reason, I even asked my general manager, sir, is there something wrong that I did in Task Force Special Operations? That's why you're giving me EDSA. Because really the first thing that came to me when it was given to me is sort of like a punishment.
Okay.
Why? The head of EDSA before, nobody even knew that there was a head of EDSA before. Traffic Officer Calpito, Ding Calpito, who retired, right? So, but the thing is, he was about to retire in December, and 4 months or 5 months prior to his retirement, we've been already vetting for shortlisting we are already shortlisting the many names that were given to us to replace him.
Yeah.
So, and it was shortlisted to 3, and Bong Nebrija was not there.
Huh?
So yes,
Okay.
so I was really thinking that I will just continue with my work as Task Force Special Operations Commander. But then again, the day came 2 weeks before his retirement that they needed to announce who will head EDSA, and I was surprised that I was called by General Manager Jojo Garcia in his office and told me, Bong, you will head EDSA. So I asked him back, sir, what did I do wrong that warrants me to take this position? And said, no, you did not do anything wrong. The thing is, we need somebody to man EDSA. And then when that was 10:30 in the morning, and we were doing this press conference at 1:30 in the afternoon, announcing, oh, Bong Nebrija will be the head of EDSA. And I was really caught by surprise, and media was asking me, so what will you do? What are your plans for EDSA? I said, yes, I only had 3 hours to, I haven't, the reality hasn't sunk in yet to me that I will be heading EDSA, and they were asking me already, what are you going to do? So I told them, I will make EDSA a traffic discipline zone. Go to NLEX.
Yes.
When you enter NLEX, maintain speed.
Yes.
NLEX is a traffic discipline zone.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
When you go to Subic,
Exactly.
you are entering Subic Freeport. This is a traffic discipline zone, and everybody follows. In Subic, you do not need an enforcer. Stop and go, and everybody stops and go, right? So So I said, okay, let's declare EDSA's traffic discipline zone. I even made in my Facebook, join the revolution, the new EDSA revolution, right? Because I was getting to the hearts of the people that the solution to EDSA's problem doesn't rely on one man or one agency. It is all of us who will create the success of EDSA. That's what I was trying to create to all motorists or all road users of EDSA. With this job, really, you really need to put yourself into this wholeheartedly, because if not, 1 week you will already lose hope, and you will lose your grip in what you're doing, because this is something dynamic. What you see yesterday will be different today and will be different tomorrow. So you need to be on it every day, so to see the problems and to find solutions. That's why in the past 2 weeks, because of this traffic, people were saying, Bong Nebrija keeps on reasoning out, finding ways to get away with the problem, something like that, as if I'm trying to make excuses, different excuses every day. It is not. That's what we see every day, and what I see today is the one that I will tell you the reason why it's traffic today. Tomorrow it might be different, but the common denominator of all these problems is volume. You could see many cars on the road, even the buses. So the only thing that I could do right now, in the absence of any new policy, is just to put at least a resemblance of order. I mean, let's segregate the buses into the yellow lane, let's put the motorcycles in the motorcycle lane, and let the private vehicles go to their lanes and do their business from north to south of their daily commute. It's hard really for the city bus drivers to discipline. I'm not singling them out, but the thing is, something drives them to do that. Money. Because they're not being paid well. They depend on commission.
Yes.
And for them to get more is to get more passengers. And in doing that, you need to race against your competition and make sure that you get all the passengers. So this is not just about traffic regulations alone. It's about the system that they also have in their company. But apprehending them will take time.
Yeah.
So most of the times we just tell them to go back to their lanes.
Why can't you use the no contact system on them?
We do, but it's staying over the other footbridge. They could get it later, but again, apprehending these people are sometimes even create more traffic than good. And if you will be apprehending them, that's one lane that you could not use for how many minutes? 5? And that 5-minute delay will extend almost 5 kilometers at the back. We are intensifying our dispatching system to make sure that all the buses, that we will be only dispatching the right amount of buses, and not all the buses at the same time on EDSA, because this is the mess that it will create if we will dispatch all the buses all at the same time.
There's no room there.
There is really no room. That's why we've been called out so many names last week when we did the strict implementation of the yellow lane. Some of my friends were telling me, you should not go down to their level anymore, and you should just let it go away. But the thing is, it's hard when you see your men doing their job under the heat of the sun, and even in the rain, right?
The
Usok. Nakatayo yan, no? Nakikita mo naman, nakatayo yan. And then, you're doing an honest job.
Yeah.
Right? And then suddenly, these people, because they're inconvenienced by the regulations that you're trying to implement, then they will get mad at you. They will shout you, bobo, tanga, inutil, right?
Yeah.
And then they have the guts to tell you that kami lang ang nagpapasweldo sa inyo. Come on, if I am paying for the tax of that enforcer, who is doing an honest job, I will be happy that my taxes is going the right way.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Entitlement.
Entitlement again. And and when you check on these people riding the ordinary bus, these are the people who could hardly make it to the minimum of the income bracket for taxes. So basically, they do not pay an income tax. And yet they are the people, who are pointing their fingers at you and they're saying, kami lang nagbabayad ng sweldo nyo. I keep on telling them that bring back the dignity of your uniform, right? You do not let, during my first months on EDSA, and I see the buses, and I will tell my men, apprehend that bus driver, and they will go to the bus driver's side, and you could see the reaction of the bus driver. He was laughing at the enforcers. He was kind of thinking that the apprehension would be a joke, something like that. And I told the driver, so what are you doing? What do you think? We're just you're making fun of us with the work that we do, and because they think that it's just all about the money. So when I asked for his license and the enforcer wrote down his citation, then they realized that, oh man, these people means business.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been telling my men, that for you to be respected and for you to be taken seriously is the fact that you need to enforce the law as you should. There's no monkey business here, because if they see that, oh, you just want 20 pesos or 50 pesos and you will let them go, and that's the value, and that's your value already. 50 pesos. Every time that they see you, bigyan mo na lang ng 50 pesos, okay na yan. And they will let you.
Kalakalan na yan.
Yes, yan yung pinakamasama dyan. And to the point na meron pa nga minsan na dyan sa Ortigas, sa Ortigas ilalim, mag-trip cutting yung bus, iikot dyan, mag-U-turn, and they will just throw 20 pesos at our enforcers.
Huh?
Oo, pinupulot naman. Sabi ko nga talaga, wala nawala na sila ng
Respect.
Well, our enforcers even lost the respect to themselves. So sabi ko sa kanya, kung ganyan, pupulutin nyo yung 20 pesos na in fact na tinapon na nga, pinulot nyo pa, ano na lang dignidad meron kayo? Because people think that I'm just managing traffic, enforcing the law, and that's it, right? But the thing is, they do not know about disciplining my own men, the leadership that it takes to make them be on board of what you want to happen.
Yes.
So that's why one of the things that I did when I started with EDSA is that I needed to retrain them. The thing is, nobody really did before me.
Really?
Yes. They were trained in the academy. That's it. After the academy, you are now an enforcer. You go to EDSA and that's it. They will throw you in the sectors. You have supervisors with you, and that these supervisors also will teach you, will use you for things that are not right. For example, sige, hulihin mo yan. Takutin mo muna. This little things that they were taught became a culture, became a habit, became a culture. And then it sort of became their thing, became their job. So they do not care, right? They even put cell phones, they even try to beat the system so many times. They put cell phones on their name cloth so that it will not be seen. They even did a good cop, bad cop, right? So somebody will tell you, you violated this will you will pay a lot, you will be intimidated and all that. And then another enforcer will come in and say, ma'am, so that you will not be bothered anymore, so you will not be paying a lot, we can settle this here in this amount and all that.
That
right?
kind of good cop, bad cop
Yeah.
corruption.
Yes. So they even try to beat the system, and then you will have no way of finding out who these people are, because their cell phones are in their pockets and it's covering their name cloth. You know what, EDSA is a pool of misfits. I must say, because different districts of MMDA, you will have a case in, for example, one district, and they will throw you to EDSA. Kay Bongka, right? And the best friend I have, they will take them. Oh, I will get this guy. Why? Because he's good, and I will put him in the office. So they're taking my good men, my best men, and putting them in the office.
Okay.
And then they're putting all the misfits in the other districts to mine.
Because you're the disciplinarian.
Well, I do not know, maybe so. But the thing is, I'm telling them, I will not judge you. We'll start a new slate. All I want you to do is to do your job and do it right. So that's what I've been telling them. We always have this monthly formation. So once a month, we will be gathered together. So we will be information, there will be inspection, and that's a time that I could lay to them my command guidelines. So, and it will take time to sink in, but as long as they do not see me,
Yeah.
or my other sector commanders take money, and I think they will see that the right thing to do. Because before, it was really built on bad examples. I'm proud of these people. I'm proud of my teammates. I always tell them, just bring back the dignity to your uniform. And there's one time, somebody reported to me, did you know that one of your men tried to put my friend to jail?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So well, also an acquaintance who knows my number, and he called me. Yeah. So what did your friend do that will make my men bring him to the police?
Okay.
Well, my friend was trying to settle the apprehension, and he was trying to give your enforcer 500 pesos. And I told him, yeah, that's corrupting a public official. So your friend needs to go to jail, right? So I said, really? You're and even the people thinks that giving our enforcers money, they're doing good than harm, right? So that's why it's so funny. And I told my friend, good thing I was not there. Why? Because I will really put your friend in jail, and I might even include you. So for tolerating it, I'm telling you, we do not allow this anymore.
Yeah.
And you need to, praise that enforcer for doing that. Because that's 500.
Yeah.
That is more than his daily wage. He could have taken that and went away.
Yeah.
But the thing is, no. He will go through this process of investigation, making an affidavit, going to the fiscal for arraignment, and all that. That will take half a day.
Yeah.
That will take half of his day. But he stood by the principle of, no, you cannot bribe us anymore. You cannot corrupt us anymore.
That's good.
Meron yung isa, uuwi ng bahay, sasabihin, Kuya, nakita kita sa TV, ang galing ng ginagawa mo. Di ba?
Yeah.
So, yung from Kotong, sabi nga nila dati, sir, alam mo, pag may grocery akong dala, napapayuko na lang ako eh. Kasi talaga parang iniisip ng kapitbahay ko na lahat na lang ng bibiling ko galing sa Kotong. So it all changed, no? I brought pride to these people na yan, gawin nyo yung trabaho nyo ng tama, then you will be blessed. Sinasabi ko sa nila, hindi natin kailangan manghingi. With the work that we do, people will appreciate what we're doing, and they will give us what we need. There was even this leadership, World Filipino Leader Award that was supposed to be given to me. Sabi ko, I will not accept that if that will be under my name. Sabi ko, why, sir? Because the story of this, the story of all of this is not on Bong Nebrija alone. You should recognize the story of my men. So, they started also vetting yung mga tao, no? Ano nangyari. Meron dyan, hiniwalayan ng girlfriend dahil wala na naiuwing pera, no?
Wow.
Tapos, meron talaga yung naging lonely boy na, yung puro loan na. Dahil, school, he has kids that will go to school and he has no extra income anymore on the road
Yeah.
that he takes. So, maglo-loan yan para to, sa tuition ng mga anak niya. So all of these stories, sabi ko sa kanila ganun, you need to know that this is not only the story of Bong Nebrija, this is the story of all these men who put their, yung self into this, their heart into this, that they will not go back or resort back to the old ways that they used to do, no?
So that's the time we had with Mr. Bong Nebrija of the MMDA. He's the boss of EDSA for the MMDA. And sir, I just want to say na alam naman natin yung trabaho nyo, medyo walang pasalamat.
Yeah.
Pero base naman sa online response sa inyo, sa mga motorista, sige, maraming galit, pero mula sa mga karamihan ng motorista din, sana, I believe, I speak for a lot of them na salamat sa iyo, sa inyong team, sa ginagawa nyo dito sa EDSA. Alam namin, hindi madaling trabaho.
Yes.
Pero maraming salamat.
Well, thank you, Vince, for this opportunity, so that people will also learn the challenges that we face every day, managing the traffic with the volume that we have, the carrying capacity of EDSA, it's challenging enough. So, yung mga pagmumura sa amin, yung pagbabati ko sa amin, if we're doing something wrong or we're even sleeping on the job, let us know. But if we're just doing an honest to goodness performance of what was mandated to us, siguro naman yung pagbabatikos at pagmumura at pagsisigaw sa amin, that's the least that we should get from the people. We do not even need to be praised or anything like that. Ang sa amin na lang is magtulungan tayo. It's hard to blame MMDA alone for the problems that we have on EDSA, because this is minsan nga social, economic and all that roll into one to mga problema na to, and this is also an interagency problem, not by MMDA alone. Kaya ang sa amin nila, magtulungan tayo. Discipline is a big factor. Courtesy, magbigayan tayo ng courtesy sa bawat isa, it's also a big factor. Ang sa amin na lang, EDSA as it is right now is challenging enough. Kung pwede po, tulungan nyo na lang kami. Magtulungan na lang po tayo kaysa magsisihan.
Perfect, sir. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Vince.